gloating over your victory? Betty checked out of the inn last night, and I understand your chauffeur drove her to the airport. How kind of you. No doubt you've arranged for a suite in Boston while she consults with your attorneys? Tell me, whom have you picked to represent her? You know, personally, I've always felt that Wainwright has an edge over Kennerly in this kind of litigation.
What do you want, Stephen?
Oh, I want to congratulate you. Yes, you pulled it off. You got Betty to leave me.
Not because of anything I've done.
Oh, come, grandfather. This is no time for modesty. It was a brilliant scheme, daringly executed. You even provided the roadmap, your will. Now, you've been trying to break up my marriage ever since we stood right over there and took our vows. You set a trap. A loaded, baited, rotten trap. And I was foolish enough to fall into it.
You are foolish, Stephen. I won't argue that point.
I walked into it like the proverbial lamb being led to slaughter. Where's your accomplice? Your distinguished fiancé. Adrienne!
Stephen, control yourself.
I'm using all the control I had to keep from dragging that lady friend of yours down those stairs.
I hate to disappoint you, Stephen, but that won't be necessary.
Ah. The elegant Mrs. Van Luyden. The talented, obliging, available Mrs. Van Luyden.
That's enough, Stephen. Adrienne, go to your room. I don't want you subjected to this.
No, Martin.
That's right. You're going to hear what I have to say, no matter how much it offends your delicate nature.
I'm not afraid of anything that you might have to say to me.
Adrienne?
No, Martin. There's nothing that he can say that will hurt me.
How touching. What a lovely picture the two of you make. Let me just stand here and enjoy it for a moment.
Say what you have to say and get it over with, Stephen.
Gladly. From the moment you walked through that door, Mrs. Van Luyden, I was curious about you. Why you were here. But now it's very clear. You were sent for like a piece of high-priced merchandise in a catalog. My grandfather needed you to destroy my marriage. He deliberately and cold-bloodedly set you up as a decoy to lure me away from my wife.
Stephen, why are you doing this?
Guilt makes a man say and do ugly things, Stephen. But there's a limit. At least have the decency to...
Decency? You and your fiancé don't even know the meaning of the word.
You'd better leave.
I'm not finished.
There's no need.
There's my need. I've played right into your hands. I'm sick to death of you and your grotesque manipulations. And you must be pretty desperate to allow him to use you the way he has.
You're the only one who's done that, Stephen.
No, it won't work, Adrienne. The game is over. I'll admit I was attracted to you. Grandfather studies his victims very carefully. And he selected you with great skill.
I've changed my mind, Martin. I think I will go to my room.
I'm not finished, Mrs. Van Luyden.
Oh, yes, you're finished, Mr. Court.
Now, listen, I was attracted to you, and that's all. No matter what she's told you, Betty has absolutely no grounds for divorce.
Why don't you be man enough to tell the truth?
Mrs. Van Luyden is lying to you. I followed her to Boston. I went to your townhouse because I knew she was there. I wanted to hurt you. I wanted to keep her from going through with this absurd marriage.
And you call her a liar.
Oh, yes. Wanted more than that. Much more. I'd never been tempted before. Never for a moment. But I was tempted. And like a child, I saw the opportunity to take what I wanted without getting caught. Oh, yes. Yes, I wanted. But the truth of the matter is absolutely nothing happened. Nothing.
Of course. You with your feelings, your admitted feelings, alone in that house with Adrienne, of course nothing happened. You got there and you changed your mind.
Tell me, Grandfather, were you there?
I know that she's telling the truth.
Do you?
Stephen, I know this is difficult for you. Betty's gone. We must expect you to lash out.
Oh, yes, Betty's gone, all right. You both seen to that. You couldn't wait to help her. All expenses paid, free legal advice. What else is included in the divorce special?
Stephen, I'm tired. I think we've had enough chest beating for today. Now, why don't you pack your things and get out?
gentleman, and go quietly? Oh, no, Grandfather, that would be too easy. I have no intention of running off with my tail between my legs.
And what do you intend to do?
I'm going to hold you to your promise. The promise you made when I saved your life. I don't intend to leave here. I'm not giving up my wife or this house.
Hi. Want a bite?
Where have you been?
Cooling off. Went for a ride, actually. With Eddie.
How do you feel?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we had a pretty good disagreement.
So you got your nice cream cone and now everything's peachy, huh?
No, it's vanilla. Sure you don't want some?
Rita, you might as well know right now that it's not going to work out with me and your father.
Well, give it a chance, Mom. It's only been...
It's been long enough. We get on each other's nerves just like we always did. I don't need more time to know that's the way it's always going to be.
Well, okay. But he doesn't have to work at the tavern. He can work someplace else and... Well, that'll solve everything.
I'm telling him to leave us alone, to leave town.
You're saying us, Mom. You better tell him to leave you alone. Just you.
Don't you think that I know what's good for you?
You'll just have to let me make my own mistakes.
Why are you fighting me?
Why are you trying to drive him out of my life?
Is that what he told you I'm trying to do?
No, that's my own original idea.
I doubt it.
I think I'll lie down for a while before I start dinner.
Rita, what did Eddie say? What did he tell you? Come on, level.
You know, all the people on the wharf have always told me what a nice, big-hearted, honest woman you are, Mom. Let's see if you can level with me.
Try me.
You're jealous, right?
No, wrong.
You're jealous that my father's going to win me over, turn me against you.
You don't know what you're talking about.
The other night when we all went for a ride in his car, I saw the look on your face. You were jealous, just like Norm.
And you're school smart, that's what you are. Can't you see how he's taken you in with all of this phony concern?
Is that what you call it when somebody reaches out to you? Phony?
I know that man. I'm an expert on that man.
I'm not claiming that what happened between you two didn't happen.
Honey, you're married now, and your husband loves you. Pretty soon you're going to have a baby, and that baby's going to need you. And I'm around, always, if you need me. Isn't that enough for you? Do you have to go digging in the trash can to find something you don't need, something you've already got?
He cares about me. And all he wants is a small part of my life. And I want to give it to him. Because he's my father, no matter what anybody else thinks of him. I'm going to give it to him. And I'm really sorry that you hate him so much and that Norm doesn't like him. I care about him. And if you make him go away, if you force him to leave, I'll never forgive you.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
Is it her future you're worried about? If you were concerned, the only thing on your mind when you came through the door is whether or not this was the right time to come back into your daughter's life.
Look, I don't like your father, but that doesn't have anything to do with you. He rubs me the wrong way. Maybe I'm jealous, I don't know, but I just don't want you hanging around with him.
What's happened between us would have happened regardless. Anytime. Any place